All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here. Now, good, bad, and ugly. Reality is we got problems. Problem is you get confused. You don't follow through. You are responsible for you. Now, let's understand something. If you're going to get to million to billion, you better work your ass off, and you better basically understand you're going to fall down 1,000 freaking times, and everybody around you's in your damn way. They want to knock you down. That's life. Let's see if you're tough enough to get through it. See, it's not easy. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Yes. Now, I like being the fact that I control billions of freaking dollars. It's fun. I made my first million, 14 and a half, 2.6 billion, 26. Hell, I've been on radio 49 freaking years. I'm having fun. What about you? You see, the problem is you get stuck. You get into that damn routine. Let's see if I can get you out of it just a little bit. Now, the ultimate goal is one of my big buildings, $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini. Hell, not too bad, huh? So there's no pictures, there's no recording. Now, at the end of the day, what are we really trying to accomplish? Okay, for me, as a little kid, I just wanted out of hell. I was not lucky. I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy like most of you. I had to get out of hell. You got a piece of paper? Turn it this way. Got a tablet? Got a pen? No, then get off your assets and go get it now. Damn it. You got a guy in front of you that brought in 4.6 billion friggin' dollars. Having fun. Isn't it time you get off your assets and learn a couple of things today? Let's play. Draw the diagram right in front of you. Go ahead. Here's your problem. Your biggest problem is you. You bring the pain home because you don't know any better. You follow your friends and family, what they tell you to do. I call it ducks and sheep. And that's what happens to most of you. You follow like ducks and sheep. Today, Bank of America had to settle another location and another lawsuit. So did Chase. You see, they've been chasing and they've been settling lawsuits for the last 3 weeks. They're closing down 400 more locations. See, your problem is you didn't dissect how the hell they do it. All right? No, look at the rich and famous. To me, it's like, shut up and join them. That's the goal. Let's shut up. Let's join them. You see, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, I don't care what it is. They borrow from the feds times 10 and loan back 5 to you. I call it a Ponzi. But again, what are we going to do? Well, there's that rhyming thing I end up doing. Here's the bank. Here's the parent company. Here is basically a branch. The branch, all right, understand, it's a corporation owning a corporation. That's called a subsidiary. So that means one thing. They get to bankrupt the hell out of the location, take the money and the assets and walk away. See, your problem is you became a duck and a sheep. Sorry, you allowed this to happen to you. So let's draw the other side of the diagram. Here's our problem. I don't believe you're going to win the lottery. I don't believe you're going to big enough raise to get to where you want to go. How do we finance our way and write off our taxes? Understand, borrow money is not taxable. So let's understand, a corporation having a division of you, Could you imagine today if you had 3 divisions where you're entitled to of you? If you screwed at one, you got 2 left over and get to replace you again and again. But where's the money? This is American Express. This is a $250,000 friggin' loan. What would you do if I gave it to you? What if I got you $250,000 you write a check for? What would you do? First thing most people do is they put themselves in place. I want to buy a house and a car. The goal is to shut up. That's the wrong thing to do in the first place. You see, let's finance the American dream. Let's write off on our taxes. We can take any bank that we look at right now. They got problems all over the place. The world's changing no matter what we do. Tonight, we're going to basically watch 2 people be nice or mean to each other about rules and tools. Where's our country going to go? Where are you going to go? So the ultimate goes, look at Walmart. Walmart was fined $55 million. Ow, ow, ow. If that was you, you'd be out of business. They're not out of business. They wrote off on their taxes. Sam's Club, Psycho, okay? Geico. Let's understand something today. We've had 11 cities file bankruptcy so far. What did they do? The United States of America Incorporated. What I did as a little kid, study rich and famous people. It's in the National Constitution and all the things we have to do in the Bill of Rights. My thesis about international constitutional law. Money. Okay, the 50 states. That's 50 corporations. Oh, so 50 corporations are 50 states. So we have the United States of America Incorporated, 50 courts, 50 states, and they're cities. Huh. And the cities pledge their assets to the state, and the state to the federal government. So therefore, when anybody sues them, they can't get any, lose anything they got. So they overpackage themselves. Let's understand today. Unfortunately, in this world today, a lot of people want to hurt you or take away what you have or what you want to go get too. It's like, you want to just scream your head off. What's the goal is? I would like, if you allow me to get you a $25,000 cash card. I'd like 50,000, 100,000, but is it easy? Hell no. You got to position everything right. Now, I understand how it works since I helped set up the system years ago in the 60s, late 60s and 70s and 80s. Kind of fun. But again, how we get to play the game. So we take our credit cards, we dummy proof them. We put a sticky in the back. Write down the limit of the card, 25, 29% rule. When I set up the 25 to 29% rule, they were supposed to tell the whole world this so they could balance their score and go get some more. Unfortunately, what most of you did, and we have to rebuild it, you jacked up the cards, you dropped the score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. You hawked yourself and your family and kind of screwed up. You brought the pain home to you and your family too. So the goal is, how do we play this game? I'd like to rebuild you, but in this time, after we work our tails off to rebuild you up and away, we want you to have 3 divisions of you. You need a backup for a backup. See, you have to be a CFO for your personal life and your corporation, or both in combination. It's like anything that we do. So today, it's like, let's reprogram our brain to millionaire status. If we have a corp and 3 divisions, okay, that's $250 each. We have a corp and we have 9 divisions, that's $100,000 per entity. So everything to me is like a math project, and it's kind of like a puzzle to put it together. The goal is you're going to have good pieces and bad pieces. You're going to have to look behind that curtain, learn how it plays and how it works. But again, it's kind of up to you. All I know is I need it out of hell, all right, and the ultimate goal. So let's understand. I'd like you to write down my blueprint that I wrote when I was 9.5. I wrote down Blueprint for Success because I couldn't find it. I created it as a kid. I was one of those weird kids that actually taught myself how to read, all right, having all kinds of fun, and I tend to have total recall on most things that I do. Now, my first blueprint was see it, believe it, go get it. Let's understand what this means. I see what I want, I visualize it, I write it down, and then I basically pray, and then I go get it. See, your problem is you might have a goal list today. That's all it is. It's a piece of paper. It's the index of a book. What are the steps for the rules and tools? Let's say today, all right, that I take one of you or all of you, and I have you join my board, because we're in the process of closing escrow literally on a basically storage unit right now. I have 4 in the escrow right now. We're going to close one of them this next week. This means we're going to get a storage unit. Now, how would we do it together? Your corp, my corp. Okay, what do? We have a division. We share the piece. You see, as you basically partner up and do certain things, the goal is to create money. Money. Why? Because it solves the problems. I don't love money. I just need money. It pays the bills and gets that pain off my back. Now, the goal is, like I always tell people, I want to repackage you. It's not easy. Repackaging people like Humpty Dumpty. See, we got to reprocess the way you learn things and change it, because I'm sorry, I think it was wrong. I ended up following what I call silly and dumb, and we're not dumb. Half the people in this world are freaking lazy. The other half have to be a little crazy like me. So let's understand today, okay? You want the American dream. Sounds great. What is the American dream to you? Is it living on the hill, drive the car of your dreams? If they sue you, they get dilly squat. That could be the American dream, okay? In other words, we want to get what we have. We want to protect our assets. But your lifestyle is your income. Sometimes your lifestyle is more than your income, and you outbalance yourself and get screwed up. I don't want you to be a millionaire ever, ever. I haven't had a paycheck for 32 years. Why would I want one of those? Why would I want one? So what I look at, let's get you a millionaire corporation. How we receive money matters, because we don't pay tax till we're profitable. So let's play my way for a while. I believe your way sucks. Sorry, I'm just going to tell you like it is. See, I don't have to work. I haven't had to work most of my life because I brought in millions and billions, but the projects are my fun because that's what we like to do is make money and more money, 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 money. See, I think somewhere along the way you kind of got a little lost. You know, you're 40, 30, 50, 60, 70 years old. I think you're disappointed. I think you just let life pass you by and you're stuck in this damn rerun and it sucks. If you're going to screw up anything, as long as you have the right structure, you screw up a division, never the corporate family. Unfortunately, the whole world screws up themselves and their family all the time. Structure is the key. So if we look at structure, let's see what we can do. Okay, it's like the Red Reynolds University. Last year, I was offered a radio and TV show, and then they delayed it for me. That wasn't very nice, but they did. So now I got to have this next big boot camp so I get people in the room and on the audience because they're going to be part of the show. They're going to be part of the audience. Isn't that fun? So the bottom line, if you want to join me, we can have fun with that too. So let's understand. The Ray Reynolds University, 22,000 square foot building, Irvine Spectrum. Everything was great until I died in a coma. It kind of sucks. Ruined my whole day. But again, 30 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3, I wrote down financial freedom, cash flow, free of my time. Now, how I thought about this was pretty simple. I needed $1,000 a month coming in automatically. When I was 17, I had 22,000 payphones, gathered those. I had 19 houses. Just going to the auctions, having fun. But then they told me to date number 20. I heard the word no. No means, to me, no means you don't know how to do it, so get the hell out of my way. How many times have you heard no and you didn't agree with it? Most of the time. So here we go. Winning the Game of Business, my first series of books that I gave to the public to help them. Now, there's 1,000 steps. Do you know all your steps, rules, and tools? The answer is no. Would you like to learn them from me personally? But again, I sold the next series was Millionaire's Founders Kit, 12 books, 12 CDs. Now, I sold this, and understand, I've been on KNX Radio 49 years. Okay, I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years. All right, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. selling that system for $5,000 a set. There you go. I'm the most verified person you can find on this planet. And I don't have any BS to give you besides the truth. Dying in a coma sucks. Didn't matter, I was worth $3.7 billion to corporate structure. I'm still laying there in the hospital, gonna die. That sucks. You ever had an oh shit day? So let's understand. 3 yachts in the backyard, 2 race boats, a Duffy, Sea-Doos, and all this fun stuff in my backyard, Huntington Harbor, largest U-Dock, okay? Wife wants to take one of the yachts out. Okay, makes sense. See, this is my point. Every one of us aren't planning the oh shit day, and when we have an oh shit day, it's oh shit, what do we do now? Ah! How many oh shit days have you had? Sometimes it's almost every other day sometimes. We took one of the yachts. It held 78 people. We watched the fireworks, had a great night. Someone came on my yacht, one of my yachts, and had a virus. They didn't tell anybody. There I am the next day. My wife freaks out because they had to rush me to the hospital. Okay, it's like I'm a zombie. I'm in a coma. All right, laying there. She calls the office. She calls and talks to Ron, my district manager. He got us off the phone and takes a U-Haul truck to go steal my books and CDs. So he gave him an opportunity to screw me and stab me in the back. Tom, because I have 50 million people in my database, all right, literally sells my websites and phone numbers to a porn site because they're the highest bidder. Don't call the phone number, please. So what I want to do is protect you and understand people around you, I'm sorry, they're going to hurt you while you're alive or when you're going to die. Okay, be careful. Okay, you got some good people, you got some bad people too. So what do we do? So understand, all right, didn't matter I had $3.7 billion worth of corporate structure. You can still freaking die. Okay, there I am. But again, what do we do? So here's what I'd like to have you do. I'd like to give you the Millionaire's Founders Kit if you go to the boot camp for free, if you don't already have it. All 12 books and CDs. If not, you call the office, you get the full blueprint, $4.99 from the office. For me, if it was a Zelle only, all right, it's $2.99, and we give the money to the church, okay? Now, I want you to think about something, okay? Do you want to be in a room with me for 3 days from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon for 3 days, going through the 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. You can be online or you can be in person. We're going to use that audience for the new TV show. Okay, you're going to have to sign a little waiver if you're in person. There's only allowed 25 people in the room. So what's going to happen is we had to change the date because of the new announcement of the TV show. So it's coming October 25th, 26th, 27th. So write it down, okay, in person or online. Because you join me tonight, or literally here, I'm going to try to give you things away as much as I can. Now, let's understand the real estate system. The real estate system I developed with my billionaire clients. I invented Homestead Blocker, UCC1, Chattel Mortgage. My financial series I created because I was the largest registered agent in the world for Nevada, selling 10 times more than anybody on this planet to this day. Buckets of money, tax balancing, and become the bank. That series sold for $10,000 a set. Today you can get all of that if you want to, all right, for $9.99 at the office, or through me, $4.99, are free because you're going online or in person to the boot camp. Now let's understand. I'm going to take part on my last and final boot camps that I could do because the TV show got delayed. Now it's going to be back on again. What we're going to do is tear apart all 18 books and CDs. Okay, that is our goal. Millionaires Founders Kit, real estate system, financial system, all right, tax balancing, become the bank, and buckets of money. So what I want you to do right now is take a picture of the following things. I changed it only for you tonight. So understand, I want to do something different than no one at the office knows. So what I'd like you to do is take a picture of this right now. Okay, see, they're offering 50,000 at the office of credit and the 3 calls. I doubled it tonight for the fun of it because you're here. Okay, 25 instead of 50, 50, 20, it would be 10 versus 25. So take your picture. This is your opportunity to be in the person or online if you want, either way. All right, because we got cameras everywhere. We're going to film this, audience and stuff, because we want to take that show nationwide pretty quick as we can. This gives you level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes, and then the credit. Now, you took your picture, right? 100,000, 50, and 25. Now, again, that's 3 calls, 2 calls, 1 call, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Because you're here, I only want to do this here tonight. All right, I'm doing it in the office. Their email is totally different. So what happens is, let's do this. Take another picture. Okay, during this webinar, I'm going to double the line of credit offered. All right, it'll end within this hour. So in other words, what happens is instead of 100,000, you're getting 200,000 of credit. Instead of 50, you're getting 100,000. Instead of 25, you're getting 50. Literally for $2 grand and all the pieces in the workshops and going to the 3 days with me online or in person. So make sure you write it down, as the ultimate goal is if you want to be in the audience, you're going to be on TV. Isn't that fun? As we film the whole thing. So as we do this. Now, you take your picture. This is Zelle. I love Zelle for a lot of reasons. Main things because the banks bought Zelle July 6, 2022. See, that should tell you exactly why they're shutting down locations. The banks, hundreds and hundreds, thousands. Because you go to the bank to make a deposit or receive money. You can do that Zelle, now. Any Zelle, you put Ray at rayscredit.com and it pulls up Ray Reynolds recipient. There you go. Okay, again, banks transfer deposit, but again, that's tonight if you wanted to. Now, what we have to focus on is 90 working days. Okay, everything we do has to be something done on a daily basis towards the goal. Unfortunately, most of you get stuck in that routine and you're too tired to get to the goal. You kind of pass it by, you let it go, and that's not good. What is our goal? If we write down today's date, we're going to focus on up to January 20th, 2025. See, 2025 should be where your year is at a $5 million mark. 5 million is what you should be doing. That should be the goal. Okay. Hi, John. How are you doing? Okay. So the goal is to get all the goodies as well. We're trying to do this. So let's understand. It's like my client here tonight. Earlier, I'm showing him the storage units, how they actually do basically manage by themselves. There's management companies that manage storage units all the time. And that's fun because they just get a little percentage. A storage unit is an income base. Usually it's between $12,000 to $80,000 a month, depends on the unit you go get. And they do self-funding and self-financing. So we put something down. What do we get? An income. I think your problem is you didn't buy your income. I think what you did is you created your job or you want to start your business and do something. And I would rather have you buy a storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaner, or something that's kind of boring. I've always done boring businesses. Okay, that's just me. I'm one of those guys that keeps to himself and studies and wants to do all this fun stuff and have fun. My wife's cuckoo, I call her, she's a nut, she's wonderful. All right, she's just crazy. Me, I'm kind of more to myself. And that's how it works. So if we're going to create income and we're going to look at today, we have to make sure we make steps to get towards that income. All right, again, it could be an apartment complex, storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaning, something that gives us money automatically coming in. What I wrote as a kid, I wanted auto income. This is what we have to focus on. So something getting the goodies, and I'll only show you some goodies I obtained, just a little bit. It's like the coaching programs. What happens with you, I can tell you 10 things to do today. You're going to do them, and everything you do, through the motions you do, you're going to have 10 more questions. And the questions to get through it, because you're going to get knocked down 1,000 times, get up 1,000 times more, and people are just going to get in your way. The goal is we need to get past that process. So let's think about what is your real goal. Okay, I know you're going to say, I want the house, the car. No, let's stop. I think we should stop right there. I think the number one goal for you should be money. Okay, because that's where you're lacking the money for the honey. So these are the 3 things I'd always focused on. So let's understand, this is monthly income, 10,000, 50, 100,000. I would like to hold your hand to get you there to that 100,000 a month if you allow me to. Is it easy? Hell no. Will you get knocked down? Yes. Can we get there? Yes. What do we do? We're going to take corporate credit out of my $63 million of credit cards, live cards, ready to go, use my history to build you. We're going to clone me into you. I like Humpty Dumpty, okay? I'm going to basically reprogram what you do, you, corporate division process. We're going to do it my way. All right, I think my way works. I think your way sucks. Sorry, that's just probably very true. So what do we do? Like tonight, you want to make some money. Okay, cool, make some money. Give us some referrals, okay? If you refer people to anything and they purchase something, and as long as it's through you and me, I'm going to give you 20%. Office are going to give you 10. Either way, you're going to make some money. I'd like to sell it to you to your corporation bank account, not your personal account, but that's up to you. How you receive matters, money matters so much as we play the game. First thing I need you to do is start looking at yourself in the mirror, okay? If we're going to partner up and do something together, I need to make sure I cloned you, me to you, because we need to think on the same wavelength. See, when you partner with somebody else, they think differently than you do, and you know which way they're coming. So if you can kind of like we do this together on the same page, guess what we got to do is accomplish. Today, what did you do yesterday, today, or tomorrow you plan anything different? Your problem is you're going to have the same routine. I like to break up the routine. Tomorrow morning, we get up earlier. We look in that mirror. You put yourself in check. The goal is like anything else. Why would I want you to repo list? Well, the repo list comes out every Monday at 6:12 in the morning. So the cars, getting cars, okay, at fleet price or just repo, and I can, you create an auto income. Boats, I did that because of boats. I leased them out on the weekends, $3,000 to $8,000 a week. See, people always said, why do you have 3 yachts in your backyard, Ray? Well, the big one with the helicopter is mine. The other 2, I lease them out on the weekends. Who's going to rent it for the weekend? Hell, they would pay $3,000 a friggin' day, up to $5,000 to $10,000 a weekend. All right, would they go on a yacht? Hell yes. We'd make $100,000 a month on just renting out yachts in the damn backyard. You want a captain? You want lunch? You want to go to Catalina? See, this is opportunity. You're not thinking. You keep doing the same routine. That's why you do the same thing, the same results. The house, the apartment complex, the duplex, the probate list, the divorce list, the bankruptcy list. It's like we want to sell wholesale and supply credit. We get to do that too. Well, you have to understand today, if you're going to get, all right, to the 100,000 to 500,000 plus a month, corporation, 100,000 plus credit, divisions, supply and vendor money. All right, these are things you don't have that I can help give you that on an ongoing base. That's what we're going to do, is finance it. You see, my problem is I didn't get a mommy and a daddy real family. I get to live in hell instead. So for me, I had to figure out how to create some money. The only way I could do it is finance it through the credit that came in the mail. So that's what, God gave to open the door for that. Don't think, just do. That's what I've said all my life pretty well. So let's understand. Today, I would really like you to take the time and take the busiest street you can find in your city and have somebody drive you around. Okay. This was very important to me. This is what I did from Whittier Boulevard, all right, Highway 39, which is Beach Boulevard, to PCH. Okay, and that's what I did. I wanted to see how many gas stations, how many Wendy's, how many storage units, how many dry cleaners, how many taco stands there are. See, this is the thing I looked at. I said, damn, all right, within 3 miles, look what I found. The reason they're there, they're making some money, okay? So if somebody drives you around and you're in the passenger side, after you look at it, pull down the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why the hell didn't you get off your assets and go buy those? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. This is a $100,000 card. All right, I go use a checkbook. All right, here's 200,000. Here's actually 300, 150 each. So if we use the credit to finance the business, all right, does that buy the income? See, your problem is I think you're doing it all wrong, in my opinion. Unless you just want to, invent something and have a product and blah, 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 and take the chance, that's up to you. I would rather, no matter what you do, own these things. That's how you'd partner up with me if you wanted to. Well, let's understand something. It's a corporate umbrella. All I know is, all right, owning Wendy's and Jack in the Boxes and storage units and laundromats and dry cleans, hell, I wrote books and all that stuff because that's what I did and that's what I do. All right, those are the things that are fun. They're necessities. You see, even during a pandemic, they're open. Okay, they're boring as hell. But what do? You just collect money. Okay, you collect money because it gives you the opportunity. That's where I wrote down free up your time, cash flow, free up your time. Okay, again, if you want, I'll find you 3 locations. We'll partner up. How about if I do all the work and then you just get a percentage of the business and you sit there going, and you're making money and solving your problems. Okay. Works if I get another you feed the other body for me or corporate divisions, we can multiply bodies. And that's what's important to all of us. Your body, we multiply. All right, so let's understand. Getting the keys to the first location. Is it easy? Hell no. But can we do it? Yes. So let's understand. I believe most people 45 to 70 are disappointed in life. I think they're the most disappointed people on planet Earth. They don't say it out loud. They played it safe. They never took a chance. So let's make the next half of our life that we roll the dice as a division and give it a hell of a chance and a try. Now, if you play with me and partner with on something we do, I need you to protect your assets. What I don't want you to do is ever screw it up and bring the pain home, because basically I'm going to make sure you look good, because I don't want you to make me look bad. How's that? So you're going to walk to your house later today, write it down. This is an assignment. You're going to walk to your house. If you have an office, walk to the office, and you're going to make a list of all your assets. I'd like you to take a picture of them as well. What I'd like you to do is put it on a UCC1. So let's understand 2 things. Okay, we're going to get you to million to billion if you allow me. From there, you're going to have to plan to live and plan to die. Let's write down irrevocable trust. Irrevocable trust. Let's write down UCC1. Okay, commercial product UCC1. There's 19 ways to show ownership on a UCC1. House has deed of trust, car has a pink slip. The assets in the house or office, UCC1. File at a local county recorder's office, classified as a chattel mortgage. Okay, you see, what I don't want to do is have a partner that's a loser. I don't want to say that aloud, but I don't want you to lose anymore. It's not you're the loser, just you lose because you allow somebody to take advantage of you. Okay, that's not going to happen anymore. We're going to partner up in a situation, in a business. I need you to basically understand what I do for you to do the same thing. I just want to clone myself into you, and my way works, your way sucks, okay? So let's play. Irrevocable trust. That's what you're going to do. Irrevocable trust in everything. Okay, now you're going to take a picture right now. Click, click, click. I want you to be serious about when I get the the storage unit for you. The dry cleaning, the laundromat, the Wendy's restaurants, Jack in the Box gas stations, parking structures are fun, EV charging stations, car wash, and real estate under the divisions. Real estate has to be under a division because if they sue the corp, they're going to sue you. Well, that's where the stupidity comes in. Some people don't understand that. Let's pretend you and I, you're going to do what I want you to do. We're going to spend 3 days together to get to know each other, online or in person. We're going to go through an apartment complex. Okay, this one was built in 1968. Okay, now it's worth $3 to $5 million. See, property always goes up. Some ding-dongs on TikTok, like Grant, talks out of his ears, but don't buy property. He owns 9 houses. I mean, what are you talking about? Again, you got to realize I believe what I do, and I do what I say I'm going to do. This is where I need you to do the same thing I want you to do. Okay, I don't want you to think. I just want you to do what I tell you to do. It's easier that way. That by the time you learn enough, you'll be able to step up to the point that we'll have some fun together. We look at this apartment complex. It's $3 million. Okay, they want 10% down. Do we do a DSCR loan? Do we do seller finance? What do we do? 10 different ways to look at it. Okay, no problem. All right, let's get down for the down payment and the monthly income. The problem is most people get fat and happy, and then they get in trouble because 3 to 6 years pass and somebody sues them and takes it away. So all of a sudden we got this $13,452, and we're all thinking, oh, we're making money. No, stop. We have a problem. I'm always going to plan the problem. Okay, it might never happen, but I'm going to plan it. See, one of those tenants could slip, fall, and sue us and screw us. You understand? If we do this my way. See, this is the point of in the boot camp and everything else and doing things my way, because I don't want to argue with you. I just want to make a lot of damn money. Okay, and that's what I like to do. I like to get back to the point of doing $1 million a day. Would you like to do $1 million a day? Would you like to do about $56 million a month? Let me know. Okay, that's the kind of thing I'm very aggressive to do. Problem here, we're not done. Every project we do together, we're not done. We're going to suck out the equity. We're going to leverage the hell out of it to go get more and more, 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 more. That offsets taxes. So again, as we partner to do something, what's going to happen is we're going to split deed each unit. We're going to become the bank. When we become the bank, that's $76,800 a month. That's 30 years. Your corp, my corp, or division is going to share it, okay? We're going to share the income. Would that be okay? Would that be okay? I make you a millionaire corporation and you can pay your bills and get all that stress off your back, but I need you to do what I ask you to do. So let's think about Freddie Mac, okay? Let's think about apartment complexes we close all the time. Let's think about the DSCR loans, Section 8, HUD, all right? Property, profit, nonprofit. Let's do the nonprofit. They give us a grant for $100 million. Hell, why not? Because they do that all the time. See, what you see other people do, they do it all the time. And you're wondering, what about me? We take and split these units, become the bank. Your goal should be, I want to be the bank, I want to be the bank, I want to be the bank. That should be your ultimate goal all the time. Okay, so if we look at different ways to finance it, that's fine. Seller finance, we can do that as well. But again, if I partner with you, we're going to do it my way. Okay, we might split something. You get 75% of the equity money coming in, and I get 25% because I want to build your credit. See, you give me another body. The body of you and your corporation building more. I'm going to give you 75%, but I'm going to build you up to $1 million of credit. Again, I'm going to take 25%, but I'm still in charge. We're going to do it my way. We're going to build a 6 months reserve as you get a little bit of money. And then on the 7th month, money, then we're going to suck out the equity, leverage it, and go get another piece. Always remember, suck out equity, another piece. Equity should never sit. Only stupid people let it sit. What are we going to do? Create billions and billions. Those are the people that partner with me. We do billionaire. We don't do millionaire. I did that at 14. Billionaire is the goal. Just $500 million of goodies in front of you. So we look at God's gift. The mansion in the harbor, things I've obtained, properties in all 5 islands, no problem. We look at race boats and yachts and some goodies. You see, if it's not making me money, what do I want it? That's one of the yachts I'd lease out on the weekend. Okay, $6,000 a weekend, or $3,000 a day. Lena, want to go to Long Beach? You want to act like you're a baller? Come on down. See, these are things that are tools to make money. That's the goal. Okay, it's like right now. All right, it's like the Duffy. I always took the Duffy on Friday or Saturday nights with my beautiful wife. We'd go to Captain Jack's. That's on PCH. We'd, in a little Duffy in the moonlight, and it's beautiful in the salt air. Told you, get your money, get your honey. $100 million building, Lamborghinis, of course, marketing tools. So we get the goodies in the helicopters. So let's understand. I accomplish my goals because I don't see the word no. I don't see, there's only one way to go get it. Go get it. I follow through on everything I'm going to do. Problem is, most people, they get distracted. They do the life thing. They do the boring thing. And they have that same routine, breakthrough routine. Okay, it's like when I hear stupid people say the white man can't jump. Well, that's funny. I kicked the light that night. It's only 13 feet, hit my head. My ass is high in the footset locker. So again, we can accomplish our goal. Okay, I believe if you can touch it, you can kick it. But again, I realized after coma, I researched and found out who my grandfather was. Maybe that's the reason why. He won the Olympics in 1932. They called him Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High in Los Angeles. But again, I was kicking the door gym at 10 and the basketball hoop at T-Weaker Junior High when I was 14. Again, making it go just by kicking the damn thing. So let's understand. We should focus on the goal because understand with me, I'm going to accomplish the goal. It doesn't matter if I get knocked down 1,000 friggin' times. I'm getting up 1,001. I don't give up till I reach the goal. You, I believe, gave up. I believe you let life kick your assets and you slow down some way. So again, we're going to reach the goals, and this is when you partner up with me. But again, we're going to do it my way for a while. Okay, until you learn to play. Because right now, when you hear no, you accept no. In the bottom of your head, your heart, and you heard no in your life many times, and you did not agree with it. You accepted it, but you knew it was wrong. I don't hear no. No to me means they're stupid. They have no idea what the hell they're doing. Get the hell out of my way. There's always a way. There's always a way. But again, that's going to be what you need to think about as well. Now, I got 8 classes in rotation in specialties on Saturdays. Every week there's a different one, like daisy chaining. This Saturday, we're going to do Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet, when I helped set up their fast track program 40 plus years ago, okay, fast track's okay, but at Dun & Bradstreet, we can build supply and vendor credit up to $1 million. Another way to make money. Again, this is where we have to play the game to win. So it's like this weekend, it's Dun & Bradstreet time. Now we have to look at what stops you, what hurts you, and what's in your way. I think you're treading water. You're playing it safe. See, if I can show you a way to roll the dice that doesn't hurt you and your family, I think you should do it every time. There are 5 things that are must-have in any corporation. First of all, you're a CFO. So write down, I'm a CFO. 750 score. If you're not there, I'll get you there if you do what I tell you to do. Next, corporation divisions. I'm the guy that invented division process in 1985-86. I invented that process. Your name's not on it. You roll the dice. One screws up. You get to get another one and another one. See, I didn't want to bring the pain home when I got a family finally. And that was my goal. That was my research to do. Cash credit. We need $100,000 to $1 million of cash credit to the corporation. These are $150,000 each. Okay, we need a bunch of these. Okay, we need 9 more for divisions. We need another stack over here. Okay, then we're going to take this book over here and all the other books and have some fun. Only about $63 million of credit cards are to fun with histories, having fun. I've been collecting this stuff since I was a kid when I got my first credit cards in the mail when I started Helping Hand Industries. So let's understand, checkbook money is different. We need basically supply and vendor money. Supply and vendor money. This is the thing we have to focus on. Is it easy? No. So let's understand, you have a corporation. My first question to you, I'd like to get on the phone with you. I would do a blueprint call. This means me, you, maybe your partner of life, spouse, whatever, and you have a corporation. Well, good. You probably spent thousands to a CPA and attorney a corporation service and you didn't learn diddly squat. Corporations are free in all 50 states. Free. You pay a filing fee. So if you don't have a bunch of cash credit to, which I know you don't, let me build it for you. So my system that I developed during the 70s and 80s when I'm training Yarborough for TRW came Experian is in credit files. And that's the goal. So if we take the corp you have or build you one or hand you one, you pay your filing fee. Probably about $100 if you're lucky. All right. From there, you stop bringing the pain home. We put our ducks in a row. See, the problem you have is you became the duck and the sheep. Don't take it personally and get upset like Terry did a week ago. None picked on him. No, I just said people follow stupid. All right, we do stupid. You're not stupid. But again, he took it all wrong. But that's okay. We have to understand, if we're going to lose anything, it's a division. If we're going to lose anything, it's a division. It's never the corpse, never the family. Again, this is why you need 3 divisions of view. But again, how you structure is important. So we have to understand to repackage you. To repackage you, that's why one of my companies years ago was Repackaging America. So let's understand. Let's just look at normal people, rich and famous, and some presidents of the United States of America. I'm the incorporator for rich and famous and normal. Glenn lived in his car for 3 years. I pushed him to new business, $200 million a year, brand new house, brand new truck. Okay, I take people coming out of prison. Free Ray, Ricky, Dickie, Ross, $1 million cards. Okay, no problem. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. It only took me 6 months to rebuild him, brand new junk truck business, doing $5 million a year. But he was in prison for 26 years. He didn't have a lot of, how you say it, shitty credit to fix. Okay, so Michael Klein, God rest his soul, we look at basically, all right, when it comes to Arnold, we look at presidents of the United States of America. We look at Costner. We look at Giovanni for Pixar. We look at college professors. We look at Superman for Gold's Gym. Kurt Cobain, God rest his soul. We look at her. I got her $1 million too. What's my point? I can rebuild anybody if they do what I tell them to do. There's the goal. If you just follow through with Ray's rules and tools. I've also incorporated Lakers, Dodgers, Clippers, and Angels. But again, what are we focused on? I've got to get you to think my way, or not just your way, if we're going to partner in any type of business. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to fight with you. I win all the time because I said so, period. All your focus is let me do what I do best, get you up to that $100,000 a month. Then if you don't want to play anymore with me, that's fine. You just get your $100,000 a month, do your own thing over there. That's up to you. But again, if we're going to play together, we're going to do it my way for the least 3 to 6 months. So what happens with you, you start a business. And the reason people have shitty credit is they jacked up the cards. So what happened? Friends and family at the kitchen table. Hey, let's start a business, honey. Let's jack up the credit cards. Let's drop the score. Let's get stuck. Let's back ourselves in a corner, hawk our house, and be stupid. I'm sorry, but that's what most people do. Because they use the wrong damn cards. You jacked up the wrong damn cards. These are the ones you jack up because they don't fluctuate at all. So if we're going to do my way, you got to do it my way for at least 6 months. I'm going to get you that $100,000 a month. After that income starts coming, you do whatever you want. If you play with me long enough, I'll make you a billionaire. Corporation, that is, never a person. Never bring the pain where? Home. So what do? You have to learn to balance your debt. Okay, I know there's a lot of BS out there about the credit repair and all the bullshit out there. And all it is a ripoff. Federal Trade will tell you credit repairs are fraud. Again, there's no magic wand. It doesn't work. Mine's broken. If we take all our personal credit, we understand the 29% rule. I invented the damn thing. All right, back in the 70s and 80s. I know it by heart because I created the damn thing. Again, all cards fluctuate, but two. These two don't fluctuate. So that means they're unlimited, pay over time limit. I can max the suckers out, all right, but I don't ever bring my score below 750. Wasn't that your goal anyway? So if we do what I tell you to do, the goal is never to have shitty credit again, okay? We're going to call it raise rules and tools because that's what we're going to do, raise rules and tools. But again, if we partner up in anything, okay, I'm going to get you the 100,000 a month. We're doing it my way for a while, at least 6 months. Your way sucks, in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion for you. So that means if you have a debt, the collection item, I'm going to make sure you know 5 ways to kill that sucker. Kill it, because we're going to get it removed permanently. Okay, these people on TikTok, oh, you do this, that's really like, excuse me. If it's not dead, it's coming back again and again. 5 ways to kill a debt. Now, the next thing is some of you don't file your tax returns. That means you're a damn crook. You got to go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. Well, maybe you just need to fix your problem. The IRS is in charge. So they have a form called 656, 433A and B. I'm going to help you if we partner up. You've got a problem there. I'm going to make sure we solve the problem. Okay, now let's write down irs.gov. I don't like to partner with people who basically aren't the same or way of thinking. So in the beginning, don't think, just do what I tell you to do. You're better that way. In other words, if you're not filing your tax returns, I'll help you get that 100,000 a month over here, but I'm keeping my distance. Okay, IRS is in charge. Okay, the IRS is going to send you a form. So is a creditor. So we can't be a bunch of damn crooks. So again, let's write down a form called 40056T, 4506T or C. You Google it. If we're going to partner in a building, and let's say one of the storage units is closed in escrow now, an apartment complex. Let's say you jump on board with me and you just let me do my thing. What I need to do is I need your body. I need you and your corporation as another body to add another piece. When you have so many pieces, it's more fun to help people do it because we can make a bloody fortune. My next goal is trillionaire, just for the hell of it. So we play this game. So again, they're trying to make sure you're not using a CPN. One of the creditors is going to send you that damn form. Be prepared to fill it out. Now, I'm sorry. I wish we didn't have old shit days. Wouldn't it be nice? There's my old shit day 15 years ago. It didn't matter, be worth 3.7 billion through corporate structure and all the things I'm doing. What matters is I'm laying there dead. Well, that ruined the whole damn day. It sucks. One of my clients, she's known my cell phone for years. She's been a client since '87. She sends this text during the broadcast that day. Always stay away from boats and fireworks. So again, we have to plan the old shit day. I don't know when I'm going to die. My wife knows where the letter is, the tape, and everything else to watch again. And her goal is to do what I tell her to do when I'm dead. Then make sure her and the kids are taken care of. So it's like bullshit doesn't pay our bills. One of my books coming out is called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Our Bills, because I'm going to be challenging all those blah, blah, blah motivational speakers, because I think most of them are full of shit, in my opinion. Okay? All right, when someone says cut up your credit cards and don't have credit cards to be a millionaire, you don't be rich. Mark, you're talking so much out of your butt, it's ridiculous. All right, you forgot when you had, ketchup sandwiches and you have credit. You just refinance the buildings? Come on. And if you're going to say, at least believe what you say for you. Debt consolidation. It used to be basic consumer credit counseling. Some of you remember that on the credit bureaus. That was my company. It's like today, let's say you were to file bankruptcy. Okay, I would tell you to seal your record before you file it, because that's a federal transaction and your credit reports are state and private company. You didn't seal your record, so now you made your credit worse, so you have shitty credit. Again, not knowing how to play the game to win. Just another place. What are we going to do? If we're going to partner up in anything, we're going to plan the problem. We're going to plan what tenant can slip, fall, and sue us and screw us. Who can bump that car to sue us some more? We're going to make sure we over-package everything we do. Over-package. So the first thing we have to think about is a corporation. All right, a corporation is a legal person. It's right in front of you. It's Chapter 18. I'm not here to be CPA and attorney. Problem with people say, well, a corporation will protect you. The corporation, you have the stock kit in your possession, right? You have the membership kit, right? It says certificate of ownership. You're the managing member because you picked LLC. And because you did that, you got the CTA Act now. See, the reality is a corporation was set up for one reason, to receive money. When they sue it, like it says right there, they may sue you. So the reality is they sue the voice of the corporation. So when we draw this diagram here, like I said earlier today, the goal is simple. If a bank or a city or a grocery store can bankrupt a location, write off on their taxes and keep the assets and stay in business, so could you. Your problem is you decide to be the duck and the sheep. Corporation, 3 divisions of you. A division of you solves problems. In case we have blankets to fan. So let's understand, race rules are simple. I've done this for 47 years. Corporation is to buffer tax only. Corporate credit, we need $100 million. We need 100 million, 50 million, 5 million, 2 million. It's all a write-off. All right, we want to buy car at fleet price. I don't want to own a car. I don't own a car. No way would I own a car. Stay at hotels, get the free buffet. A division is where you have to focus. Look, come on, look at your life today. Look how many times things got screwed up. How many times have you had someone rip you off or knock you down and you became the duck and the sheep? Okay, let's just be honest with ourselves. When there's a problem, you're feeling the pain. I wrote down never bring the pain home. All right, stop bringing the pain home when I was about 9, 10 years old. Again, what do? Line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. Corporation, multiple cash reports. Let's understand. A corporation can have cash credit reports per division. I can set up a Experian, Treasury, and Equifax tax ID based per division, the way it was entitled to in the first place. Real estate, if I put all my eggs in one basket, they sue me, I'm screwed. They sue me, I'm screwed. It's as simple. If I have a corporation management and my divisions have a piece of property, the bad one I get rid of, I keep the good pieces. Banks and grocery stores. So if our goal is to partner in a business, if you don't do it my way, I'm sorry, I don't want to play with you. I'll build you up to the $100,000 mark, no problem, but I'll keep at a damn distance. You see, the reason I brought in 32 million millionaire clients and 29 billionaires because they did what I told them to do. And I said, I'm in charge, you're not. Okay, and that's it. You get your 100,000, you're done, okay, go play. But again, you want to play with me and partner, hey, damn, we're gonna do it my way. My way, if anything gets screwed up, it's a division. It's never the corp, it's never the family. I never had a family as a kid, not a real one. All I got is bullshit in my life. So let's remember, okay, debt follows tax ID, debt follows SSN. That's what we have to look at. SSN, SS4, they create credit reports. So we can finance the business under the corporate credit, under the corporate umbrella. So when we look at my dashboards, the way I set it up, this is back in the late 70s and 80s, the dashboard I could set up instant credit file. It's one of my books coming out called, Raise Credit Kit. For all the people in high school, I want them to download a book. I want to set up their credit file for free. Okay, I want to give them their first credit card from 500 to 5,000. Free, so they have rules and tools. So my dashboards allow me to set up a file, credit file, SSN or SS4. Again, depends what the application is. It's an instant credit report. So we get to play the game to win. That's the goal, is playing the game of business. And again, in 92, I started doing this for most people in their companies as well. So our goal is this. Let's understand. If I get the tax ID for your corporation or your division, all right, or any history to it, you give me a name like in a division, I get to build credit reports of Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. These are credit reports. Why do I want a credit report? To finance the business, because I'm not winning the damn lottery and I'm getting a raise. And if I'm going to roll the dice, I'm going to do it under the division and not me personally. When we do it under personally, that's when we bring the pain home. I call that silly and dumb. So cash credit, definitely. Next, we have to think about is checkbook money. That line of credit the bank uses up to 150 unsecured. Now, let's focus on SS4 for a moment. I want you to look at line 1 here. This is where, I'm sorry, you didn't pay attention. Okay, it says legal name of entity or individual person. The IRS form for banking and credit purposes, the only form they ever created I could find was the SS4, not your SSN. You're not supposed to use that for ID purposes, it says in the back of the card. It's kind of like the people that sell marijuana from the States, federal government says it's against the law. Same thing, one area is legal, one area is not. When the banks and grocery stores file bankruptcy, They separate by tax ID. You should have 3 divisions of you. Three. Make sure you understand 3 as we play this game. Now, as we look at the form more, we dissect it. Everything I've ever done, I dissect the form. I dissect what's going on. It says banking and credit purposes right in front of you. This is per entity. So if I'm ever going to have to understand bankruptcy, if I have an oh shit day, do I bankrupt me and my family or a corporation or a division? I don't want to bankrupt anything. But if I got an oh shit day, it's a division. I'll sacrifice the division. When I set up the credit bureaus, no, I set up the credit dashboards behind what they were doing at TRW Experian. I always felt that TransUnion just copying her stuff anyway out of Fullerton, California. Then you have CBI Equifax. So the big one is Experian. These are cash reports under tax ID, building cash, which is write it off and finance the business. Let's understand a division, okay? Now, what happens is most people, they name the corporation wrong. I call it just plain dumb. I don't understand. George named his corporation under him, George Construction, his last name. Who's the duck? George. All right, what is can do? Construction. What should it be? Management company with this construction division. Again, he didn't plan on the what corporate umbrella. He planned on being the duck and the sheep. But his attorney told him to name it after him. That attorney's an idiot, in my opinion. So again, a corporation can have multiple functions. Multiple functions allows us multiple businesses. I'm sorry, I wish everything was perfect. We will have a bad location. We will have a bad tenant. We will have something. We got to plan the problem. A tenant slips and falls, who do they want to do? Blame everybody else. This whole world is the blame game. They want to blame everybody else and sue people and get money for free. Cash and supply credit. So if we look at this correctly, okay, the goal is, if we're going to do real business, line of defense. I've been training rich and famous people for 47 years. And it's Dodgers, Lakers, Clippers, or it doesn't matter if they're rich and famous boxers and Sugar Ray Mosley and all these other silly people. All right. But again, what happens is they learn the management. Line of defense. What am I willing to sacrifice? A division. I got to protect my corporation, protect my family. I finally got one. Why would I want to bring the pain home? So if we position this correctly, who guarantees an asset? So let's understand. You bought a car, it's in your name, you guaranteed it. You bought a company car, it's in the company's name, and you guaranteed it because they want you to. But again, the corporation could hurt you if we buy it through the division. I'm willing to sacrifice the division. If I guarantee it as a division of me, it's not my SSN. So I'm legitimately 2 divisions per entity. So what is our ultimate goal? If we're going to partner up in any type of business, I need you to do it my way, because if not, I'll just build you up, get you some credit. You're on your own. Every time you're on your own, what happens? Come on. I've had 4 of you, all right, clients. I built you 100,000. You left and came back because you screwed it up. Every time we apply knowledge or some answer I give you, you're going to have 10 more questions. There's no doubt about it. Putting your ducks in a row. So let's understand. A corporation is a legal what? Person. What do? We take a, all right, gold card, all right, platinum card, business card. What do? We get it for the corporation. I invented something called daisy chaining. Okay, so that means I want 9 more cards. If this is $100,000 paid over time, which it is, and I got 9 sisters, and they each have $100,000 paid over time, one card just became what? $1 million. There's only 10 cards I like anyway. I think the rest suck, in my opinion. So if I take a card and I go get 9 more, I got $1 million of credit. I want you to write down daisy chaining. Every corporate card you get, I want you to clone it on all your divisions. I want you to build $1 million to $5 million of cash credit. I want you to never bring that pain home. It's like this silly attorney. My client is great. Betty says, honey, I set up this duplex for you so you have an allowance the rest of your life. I said, are you crazy? You don't tell a woman you set up something about a building for an allowance. She's not a kid. Well, she knows I love her. No. I said, rephrase it. my book called Bite Your Tongue, Live Longer, because men have to learn to shut up. Women are tape recorders. I said, I want you to go, hey, I set up this income for you forever because I love you. It's an income forever because I love you. It's easier. Allowance my butt. Unfortunately, all right, her husband passed. He was my client for 20 years. God rest his soul. But the CPA and the attorney, they screwed her up. They took the duplex out of the irrevocable trust, all right, and said, this is the way to do it. And she let them. No, 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 no. Had to get her money back. Here's our problem. They weren't planning for the problem. Okay, they're just trying to get $7,500 out of her pocket. Here's a duplex. It's a division. Division gets a duplex. We owe the bank money. Okay, now we have a duplex. That means 2 units. That means I need a division to receive it. I need 2 subdivisions to separate liability because I have 2 tenants. I don't know which one's going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me. And what we have to understand, we need 3 divisions. See, now write down deed of trust, assignment of rents. Write it down, deed of trust, assignment of rents. I want you to learn what I do so you do it for you, so we're on the same page every time. Because your way, again, sorry, I think it sucks. I'm going to get you to $100,000 a month minimum. That should be the minimum we do. Duplex, 3. If I get a house, it's a division. I don't know if there's something fall and sue me and screw me up. 3 for a duplex, 5 for the fourplex. So here's the thing. 2025 is going to be the most aggressive year in your life. Right now, we have a problem. Who's going to be president next? Okay. We have a border problem. We have an economy problem. All this crap's happening. You're going to have to dig deep and understand corporation divisions. You're in charge. We have to realize, are we going to want a storage unit, apartment complex, or a laundromat, or dry cleaners? Why? Because those are the ones we're going to go after because they're boring as hell and they just make money to bring money in. Okay, I just want money to $100,000 a month. Again, what do we look at? Let's say today, all right, because right now I have 18, all right, divisions for laundromats, dry cleaners. This means each location ran by a management company. You're the investor. It took you $40,000 to get the unit. We took it off of a card, corporate card, of course. We close escrow. Now we have $11,000 a month. Is that good? Okay, we need more. Let's get another location. The location, they're on every other street corner. This means we need 18 divisions for the 9. 9 to receive it, 9 to guarantee it. That 9 locations now just gave you that $100,000 a month, just off this basically laundromat or dry cleaners. If you say you want to do real estate flippity dippity doos, okay, we're going to be looking at for storage 36 units. If you say apartment complex, you're going to have to look at literally, all right, 72 units because the average units that I go for is 60 units. I get 100,000 for every 20 units. That's 300,000. Let's pretend you got $100,000. All right, literally for fixing up 20 units, and you had 60, that means 300,000. You'd put that money in an escrow or an account, and you just draw it as you fix them up. Wrong. You reference 3 times 5. Here's your problem with all of you, I believe. I believe you had money, you had 50,000, whatever, you spent it, you pissed it away, and you're broke the next day. I think if we leverage by 3 times 5, that's $4.5 million of borrow money, grows a business, and offset the taxes. That's where I need your mind to be. I need you to focus the way I want to do things my way for a while. When I designed Division Process, my original series, Corporation Division in 16, that became $16 million of credit, okay, from that Division Process. What do I have to do? I have to add history first to establish the credit report. We have to daisy chain the credit next. Then we want tax IDs to get separate billing. So because you joined me tonight, I try to do things really weird that no one else at the office does. So normally a division's $499, tax ID, credit history, and all this stuff, no problem. Tonight, if done tonight, okay, you're going to get triple. That means when you buy 3 $9.99, you're going to get 9 for $9.99, I'm going to give them away so we just don't make a dime on it. 99 bucks. Okay, if you wanted 9, you're going to get 27 for $24.99. As again, I need you to be prepared for 2025. That is basically something you need to look at, and it's pretty serious tonight. From there, I'm going to say Zelle, 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 because it's the best way to transfer money. Next, a division. We're going to take a corporation. We're going to create divisions and a corporate umbrella. Divisions don't have your name on it. And if one screws up, we go get another one. Corporation division has a baby, 101 A, B, and C. It's a legal person as well, public record. Now you would be CPA and attorney. What do we get to do? So if we build the matrix, all right, we can build credit reports. This would give us $16 million of cash credit. Divisions, the way I design them, there's 89 ways how to use them, not abuse them. If you take my book called Buckets of Money, I had a problem. I had $53 million of credit cards I'm playing with, all right, back in the 70s and late 80s. And they're shrinking my limits. It's scaring the crap out of me. I'm building it up and they're shrinking them. What I did is I found out under C191D, okay, the equity of that assets were $1.1 billion. Damn. So every time I loan money and had UCC1, Homestead Blocker, all right, basically chattel mortgage, I got the asset, I could leverage it as well. So again, it just made more money, more money, more money. As we position this, my next matrix in buckets of money was when I did 16 million. Remember, I'm trying to save, all right, $53 million of credit cards. I don't want them to shrink. It became $661,000 a month, but that one took 36 months. I believe every division should be known as a bucket of money, a bucket of money. Every location, everything we do is a bucket of money because we're trying to get cash flow, all right, and basically what? Free up our time. Again, once again, you have the Ray Reynolds University. Now, winning the game of business, to me, it's always been a game. That's what I structured in the beginning. When I put basically financial freedom, page 6, paragraph 3, free up your time, cash flow, free up your time, that's what I was doing. So if we partner in a business, I get the first 3 to 6 months to do it my way for a while. We're going to use my history. We're going to use my connections, my credit reports. We're going to use everything, even my bank accounts, okay? That we can verify getting money, money, money. Like I sold that at the Bonaventure, 32 years, 5,000 a set. We all have an oh shit day. Did I know I was going to die and come back? No. Did I know they're going to steal my life? No. Did I come back broke? We were homeless. Hell, we're homeless. What do? We can feel sorry for ourselves, what most people do, or just kick some ass at. So the goal is very simple. So if you don't have the Millionaire's Founders Kit, off office $4.99 through me on a Zelle during the class or what I do, it's $2.99 period. It's free if you don't have it, if you go to the basically the 3-day boot camp. Okay, it's very simple. We're going to be filming this because it's going to be helpful for the next TV show. All right, so this boot camp's coming up. It's very simple. It is October, write it down, take a picture, 25th, 26th, 27th. If you come in person, we're going to allow 25 people because we're going to have cameras everywhere. It's in Riverside, California. If you're online, you don't have to worry about tripping over cameras. In person, you're going to have to sign a release. From there, you're going to get the real estate system, financial system free. If you don't go to the boot camp, the office is $9.99. I give it away for $4.99. But again, it's free because that's the books we want to go through. We want to take the Millionaire's Founders Kit, all 18 books, tear them apart, okay, with the real estate system and financial series. We want to become the bank by the time we're done. That's the goal. Because you're here tonight, if it's done, I don't want to do something different. Tonight, this is what you get. If it's not, tomorrow you just get what's on the email. They're giving away 50,000, 25, and 10. Here, this is kind of a giveaway because it needs to be done now to lock it in if you're going to be part of the audience or not. So take your picture right here. Okay, that's 100,000, that's 50, that's 25. All right, for 2,000 bucks and all the books and CDs and the workshops for 90 days and the 3-day event. I'm going to motivate you to be there so I can figure out who's going to be my partner in a business. Hopefully all of them. Okay, and we're going to do it my way, but it's up to them as well. You took your picture, now take it again. I want to double that credit if it's done tonight. Instead of 100,000, you get 200,000. Instead of 50, it's 100,000. Instead of 25, it's 50. Now it's a giveaway because I want you to be motivated to get into the workshop, the boot camp for 3 days with me, online or in person. In person, we're going to talk about some interview stuff and how we're going to do some businesses together. That's a Zell tonight. And it's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It's now. If not, do what they offer in the office so they make their little commission, no problem. From here, divisions. Let's focus on one thing. I came out of coma. All right, didn't realize that the vision I had in the coma was real. POA, everything was stolen. What do? My wife literally, all right, what do we do? Honey, we're broke. We got no house. I got kicked out of the house, stole some mine. I said, go to Mark's place. All right, their family owns Jewelry Mark off the freeway. I'll be right back. I'm walking with an oxygen tank. So the only thing that saved my ass is I had 3 divisions of me in 5 closets. I'm always prepared as a backup for a backup. I came back to the car. She says, where's your wedding ring? Where's your Rolex? Where's your necklace, your bracelet? Honey, they're being cleaned. I lied to my wife. I'd lie to her today if I had to. My job as her husband and the father and the provider of this family, okay, because you got to understand, I am in charge of my family. It's my job, my responsibility. I'll provide her the home. She'll make it a home. Okay, that's great. All right, that's her territory. No problem. No problem, sweetheart. But when it comes to kicking some ass, all right, get the hell out of my way. I'm going to solve our problems. And she knows that. That's just me. My 3 divisions of me, I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house, okay? So no BS in between. You need a backup and a backup because right now, half of you, a lot of you had your asses kicked or you didn't get the American dream yet. If you play with me, you will. I'll even guarantee it. That SS4 is the duck and the sheep, not you. We have the choice. The car division, lease division, property division, how you receive money, SS4, no taxes due to your profitable. Fair Lending Act allows 1 car to get 99 sisters. You're not winning lottery. You're not getting a damn raise. But again, if you want to partner with me, we're going to do it my way for the first 6 months because I'm going to get you up to that 100,000 a month. Okay, when I do a storage unit or something else, something kind of boring for me. But understand, I want you to look at the 2 buildings and the 2 cars here. What do you see? See, I see 1,013 divisions is what I see. Okay, you are going to have to change how you do things. Instead of going to the dealership and let them sweat you for 5 hours, if you do it that way, what you're going to do next is you're going to literally take this piece of paper and you're going to put your what? You're going to write down when you sign that paper for the car, an inquiry. It allows 1, you're going to take a picture. You're going to have 1 inquiry only. If not, you get $25,000 for every one they screwed you with. It screwed up. We're going to do it my way for a while. If you're going to do it this way, let's understand. We're going to look at the credit reports under tax ID. That's the way it should be. We're going to use cash credit. We're going to go get the car at fleet price. This means it's division tax ID. Write down division tax ID. We're not going to pay $149,000 for a car. We're going to pay fleet price, $74,450. It's going to be a division and basically it's going to tax ID separate. We're going to play. So we write down very simple fleet price tax ID division. Everything you need to do or what needs to be done, we have to reprocess the way you do it my way because it works better than yours. Sorry. Again, I looked behind the curtain. Most people did not. Fleet price tax ID division. That's the goal. Every car is registered to a division of a corporation. Rebecca Schaefer, God rest her soul, her family. I met her through Robin Williams. When I met him at the last stop, she was on Sam I Am and Sister Sam and all these other things. What broke my heart is when the DMV sold her driver's license information. I believe literally they map to the stars should be against the law. Nobody should know where you live. You're highly intelligent, but there's a problem. Okay? So I want you to think and do it my way for a while. Stop bringing the pain home. Today, you get pulled over by the police officer. You get in a bumpity bump. Your driver's license, insurance, registration, you're handing to a stranger. And that's what has your home address on it, by the way. I'd like you to change it to P.O. Box mail-in address. I'd like you to protect yourself. Let's think. Unfortunately, 80% of the clients come to me after they screw it up. Now I have to rebuild them. Mary, Ivy League education. Her and her husband, she met him when she was third grade, got married, have a great life. They're making $500,000 a year, having fun. She starts her business. She wants a restaurant. She gives $10,000 to the attorney, looks at the lease and makes some modifications. Earn is key. $5,000 to the CPA. Here's the problem. She guaranteed the lease for 10 years with options. She started her restaurant. Okay, restaurant, what she used? She used $98,000 of her personal credit. Her 800 score went in your own. She calls them up. What did I do wrong? What is their response? They have no idea. They have no idea what she did wrong. Here's the problem. She used personal credit like most of you did. The restaurant failed. She filed bankruptcy for the restaurant. Since she guaranteed it, it forced her personal bankruptcy. She lost her home. Her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. He says, I didn't sign up for that. Again, what do? We repackaged the right way. If she would have did it my way, she would have never brought the pain home, and neither would have you. But you did. Play the game to win. So money making machine. $100,000 to $1 million supply and vendor money. That's OPM. It's done in Bradstreet. That's the class I'm teaching this Saturday. From there, you take a picture here. If you're backed up in a corner here and all your credits jacked up or screwed up, we have to get supply credit to get what? Cash credit. That's what I did after coma. I got Billy up to $51,000. Supply becomes cash, and you rebuild over here, a solution for the problem. Now that would be Amazon and eBay selling things right away. Every piece of property you get from now on, my way is a division. I don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. Division process. So I can separate my liability. My house payment offsets my taxes. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to triple trillion now. So what do we get to do? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. You didn't look behind the curtain. We rebuild you here. We go over here to the corporation. We want the green spark for 100,000. We want the other two for 30. That's 160 times 9. If we did exactly that, is that $1 million of credit now? If we go get the B of A, the Wells Fargo, all right, the ink, the gold, is this up to 5 million now? That's how we repackage you. After and during that time, you're going to the bank. The bank's going to talk about unsecured 150,000. They even call it bridging the gap. This is B of A. But again, what do? Here's my 5 favorite ones to get what I call checkbook money. Again, that could be $5.4 million. What is our ultimate goal? Never bring the pain home. Divisions allow me to project. 3 divisions allow me to project $1 million in sales. That is my business plan. That is my projection. That's what I'm allowed to do. Write down credit, loan, and money. Again, the reason I do this on Tuesdays a lot of times, I need you to understand you got to do things my way for a while, at least 3 to 6 months. Because we're going to partner in a business, I'm going to get the escrow closed, do it my way, you're going to get an income. And then as you learn as you go. See, every time you learn to do something, you have to master it. You know, the first 2 times, it takes time to learn it. We're going to master the rules and tools for you. We're going to clone me into you. And that's the goal. Credit, loan, and money. Financial freedom. Your corporation should never do business. It should be a management company, in my opinion. Managed is a franchise division, apartment complex. What are we looking to do? Partner with me to get you 10 to 100,000 a month. There's the goal. If you needed credit more today for you or your corporation, because you're here only tonight, I give a weird discount on things. I don't have to pay a commission to anybody. This is between me and you. If you wanted 25,000 of credit, tonight it is $9.99. If you want basically, and that's during the webinar only. If you wanted 50,000, okay, that 50,000 is usually $5,000. Okay, tonight I'd add it to your corporation so I can build you enough credit to finance the dream. It's $19.99. If I turn around and you need 100,000, all right, again, I'm going to give it ridiculously during the webinar for $29.99. I'm doing all the work anyway. You don't have to pay a commission to anybody. So this is where you can get to save some more money as we partner in a business if you choose to. What is our goal? I'm always going to say Zell, Zell, Zell. It's the way it works. So make you a money making machine. All right, we sit together, we look at corps divisions, we put all pieces together, use my bank accounts, my history, my cards, daisy chain all over the place for you. Okay, that's the goal. You today, I don't think you have your time. I think you're having reruns. You have this routine and you're in your routine, you're stuck. I think most people are stuck. We take that picture again, and what do? This is the kind of things we'll partner with if you want to. Okay, again, as I put them in escrow, all right, and we position this, I get you, your corp in pieces, gives me another body to add more pieces. And that's the goal. So you're going to get 75% on something, I'll get 25%. Again, what do? We drive around and we look at these things down their busy streets and say, damn, why don't I own those? That's my point. Why don't you own these? Somebody does. Again, it's a choice. Coaching programs. Coaching programs are fun, again, because I get to change lives, but every time they get stuck on a weekly basis, I unstick them because I have the answers that God gave me, the whole piece, not just a little piece. That's what most people have, is a little piece. I have the whole pie. I like to blueprint you. That means we're going to look at past, present, and future. We're going to look at good, bad, and ugly, bankruptcy or tax problems. We're going to look at family, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust, plan to live, plan to die. From there, we're going to look at car, house, auto income, cash flow fee per time. That's the goal. If I was just a blueprint, and that's all you want from me, that's fine. You put your spouse on the phone or your partner of life, and we'll spend an hour on the phone. Okay? I'm going to charge you $1,000 for that. Okay? That blueprint call. But that's an hour for you right now. Okay? All right? Because you're here tonight. If you did it tonight, okay, that blueprint call would be $499. It's a 50% discount if it was Zelle, because you're serious about partnering with me. You have to make a commitment. Business, what do? I looked at the way I broke it down for years. Every $40,000 that I put on a card, that to me was a laundromat or a dry cleaners, because I get a less than that and do, finance, owner finance. What did you do? That division brought in $3,000 to $10,000 a month. If I took and did 100,000, that's a storage unit for me. That's up to 45,000 a month. 250 again, that's up to 75,000 a month. That's an apartment complex. I don't want to run it. I just want to be the damn banker. That's all I want. I want boring. So when you go to these expos, I think it's a deer in the headlights. You're stuck. So if we did it my way for a while, and we get what's called own the business, don't run the business, auto income, that would be the goal. Tonight, this is a 6 weeks where you get your feet wet. As Santos said this morning in the meeting, I have 2 openings, that's it, and I'm sold out for the year. Okay, 6 weeks coaching, blueprint, 25,000 of credit. Okay, expedited rapid classes, level 1, 2, 3, and specialty. All right, $4,999. Okay, 100,000 of credit. Now, here's what happens tonight because you're here. If you did it tonight, all that is yours for $29.99. $3,000. I want you in that to be serious enough that you want to partner with me and going to have all the pieces in place. You got to start thinking my way. Okay, so literally what we're going to do is $2,999 now, if it's a Zelle. From there, there's your Zelle. From here, let's say you want to get more serious, you want to play in multiple locations. We're going to think about a 3 months, 6 months, 12 months program. This means we're going to do what the IRS says. They say a $5 million business is small business. So 5 million, our next thing in more coaching, let's look at 5 million. That should be the goal. Because up to 3 to 5 million as a S corp, we usually don't pay any tax at all. What do we look at? Let's get the keys for something. Let's get the keys and let's fight through. Let me do the fighting for you. Again, that's the goal. As we play 10,000, 100,000 a month. So what do we look at? Well, let's see. We have to analyze weekly. You got to be on the phone with me every week. Got to be in all the classes, and you got to work your tail off in a rapid rescore. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rebuild you my way for a while. This means we're going to use projections in my accounts, my history, my everything. Limits, we're going to keep raising them up and away. Phone call. I'm probably going to get on the phone with your creditor with you. You're going to elect me as a CFO or attorney in fact. And I'm going to talk to the creditor for you so you don't have to be nervous, and I'm going to take control of the conversation. From there, we're going to daisy chain one card into 9 more because that's half the fun. Again, the process of that. Then keep increasing limits. So what happens is normally you put 1,000 down, you pay $8,000. Okay, you can pay 8,000. If you pay in full, you're going to get 100,000 credit, 1,000 down, you get 25,000. Here's the weird thing tonight. 3 months of that coaching, okay, literally 3 months is $4,999. I'm giving you prices I'm making up if you want to get serious tonight. $49.99, paid in full, okay, and we're going to give you 200,000 of credit on top of that as we play. If we looking at what 6 months, normally 15 grand. Well, that's no fun. So what do? We do $7,999. All right, and we basically, if you paid in full, we give you 300,000 of credit. If you're serious enough, that's how it works. If you want a year, all right, it's 30,000 normally. Right now, it's going to be $9,999, 10 grand. And then I'm going to build you $500,000 of credit. I want serious people who can do what I want, when I want, how I want, because I want to add more people to the program. And I want them in there, or in the audience for the boot camp. Because what do we get to do? Simple. All right, we get to film it, and we get to go nationwide on my new TV show. And that's my ultimate goal. Simple. That is basically Zell stuff tonight only. Some of you are going to want to get above that, which I think you should. If we target 5 million to 10 million, again, what do? As we start doing piece in piece, laundromat storage units, what do? We get, apartment complexes, a Wendy's restaurant or so. Here's 80 units we closed escrow on. What do? Here's their income. One was getting 22,000 after we're doing our reserve. Mary 47, David 54. The other ones were 72,000 plus. This is how you build income. So if we partner in anything, our goal is to partner up to the point that we get you cash flow and we do most of the work for you, with you. Buckets of money. My problem back in the 80s was very simple, part of the 90s. They're shrinking my limits. I realized I could loan out money. So if when you put 5,000 in a bucket of money, you're going to get 809 to 900 a month. Okay, that's what you're going to double the money almost. You put 10,000, 25,000. Take your picture right now. This is where you can actually get almost double the money and start making an income on a monthly base. Brokers will charge 2,000 a set at one time. It's up to you. That's what I did with the credit. To me, that's one of the reasons I did cash flow for you per time. Division process. Remember, buckets of money. My first matrix, I put in the book what I was doing. 190,000 a month in the next one. And then the next one didn't fit in the book. So what is our goal? If you just took the credit, you can loan it out. But let's turn it into more money. And again, that was in basically 1998, 41 divisions, auto income. So if we do different ways to do money, understand we have to master these pieces. What do we focus on? These are what I'm going to go after. You want to partner with these? Fine, we'll get income to your corp. We'll partner up and do these things, and I'll do most of the work for you, with you, as I build you up and away. And that's the goal. From here, we look at that apartment complex again. What are we going to do? We're going to split deed it. We're going to become the bank in everything we do. Any equity sitting, we're going to suck out the equity, leverage it to get more. Debt offsets taxes. We're going to visit Freddie Mac, Section 8s. We're going to look DSRCL loans. We're going to do seller finance. Every angle we can to become the bank and gather as many pieces as possible. There's the ultimate goal. But again, I want people to partner up with me too. So if I find locations for you, my location division shows $25,000 per location. That's a lifetime income. If you're in coaching, the fee is $5,000. And then I'm doing all the work to get you the damn keys anyway. Simple. Let's pretend you're going to do everything I tell you to do. And we build credit to your corp, and I got all these pieces and all, rules, tools, and credit and foundation for you. We go close an escrow on something. Your division is number 4. All right, and my division is number 4A. We're going to share that piece. This is what I've done since 1987, making people millionaires and billionaires, because we're going to share it. Now, you want to buy out or must buy out, no problem. Me, I'm going to keep it forever. I like to keep things for a long time till I'm dead. So what do? We partner up. That's how I've made millionaires and billionaires since 1987. We get to play my way for a while. Certificate of ownership. It's a Zell. If you want a location for me to find one for you, it's $5,000. Again, what do? You can always use a card if you needed to. So next, we got to think about something. We're talking about credit cards. We're talking about credit lines. We're talking about, checkbook money. There'll be a time that you're going to want $250,000 line of credit, American Express, Chase, or something. The bank's going to want to see a bank account and a tax return for $1.2 million plus. So they're going to want to see money, or what I call income money, in and out. It's called movable money. So if you don't have the bank accounts, you don't have the tax returns I do. When we partner together, we could use my references, my bank accounts, my tax returns for you to get to the million to billion, if you want. Again, there's so much partnering with me, you're going to have to learn as well. So if we take a blueprint loan for American Express, let's say today you wanted to use my bank account as a reference. I do a division of your company under mine, add it to my bank account, got 100,000 plus in and out, or tax return. All right, I'm going to charge you $5,000. I'm going to connect my bank account, the division, your company, to mine, be able to use my account, reference and tax returns, everything else. We partner to do a business. And then from there, when I build you the 250, you owe me 10%. That's 10% for the 250. But again, all right, that's using a bank account that verify 100,000 plus. Okay, so again, we're going to look at blueprint loan, maybe American Express. We're going to look at clicking the platinum card. It comes out blueprint. Don't go after it, in my opinion, until you got to 100,000 in and out. I've watched them lock out other people. So come back a year from now, 6 months from now. They want to see what I call movable money. Okay, I have that. If you don't, that's why we should partner up just to get to the line of credit as well. But again, it's your choice. We could do that per division. You can actually, by the time we're done, have about $2.5 million of cash credit if you choose to, but up to you. All right, American Express, like I showed you earlier today, this is the blueprint loan for $250,000. In this package and paperwork, we're going to use my accounts to help you. That's why it costs $5,000 for the reference of that. But again, I'm going to do a division of your company under my bank account as well. I want to partner up with you because I want to add more pieces. I want pieces in all 50 states. So we're going to build one hell of a big company. So $4,999 is the setup fee for that. You will owe 10% after the card, and we just build a line of credit for that, and you get the difference. That's a Zell. And every one of you need that bank account and those rules and tools and those tax returns if we need to as well. From there, what do we look? If you need to use a card, always email you want to use a card. Now, at the end of the day, we're going to have to do self-analyzation. This means your corporation, oh, I got an LLC, I got a C Corp. I'd like you to think about 1244 S Corp single filing, house payment offset in your taxes. I like to think about you breaking even for a while, getting to the $3 to $5 million mark. C or LLC can become S. It's the IRS rules of 1244. Again, we're going to pay almost no tax up to $3 to $5 million anyway. Now, profit zone. If we play together, I'm going to get you to the profit zone. Eventually, you're going to have a Nevada LLC. I've sold more Nevada Corps than anybody on this planet times 10. Okay? 2009, it was the largest registered agent in the world. Simple. You will have an LLC in Nevada when we get to profit zone. It will own all the pieces in all 49 other states. It is known as tax-free. And that's where we're going to do. Our parent company is going to be in Nevada. From there, you're going to become the bank. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to basically understand to leverage money. I want you to write down the reference of 3. Reference of 3. When you took $100,000 and they gave it to fix up a property, and they gave us 100 per 60 units, 300,000. That's a reference of 3. It became 900,000. From there, borrowed money times 5 made $4.4 million. Your corporation should be a corporation with an umbrella in your divisions of buckets of money, and you should daisy chain credit back and forth. That's how you get to $100 million mark. From there, you have banks that will have CDs. Corporate CDs, business CDs. Chase has one for 31 days. Again, what do we look at? We leverage money. All right, I'll show you how to take 100,000 that I get you at US Bank, for instance. I get you Gerald here. 75,000 reference of 3,225. The next line of credit was 1.125. Can we buy some with that? Borrow money? So let's think. If you do what you're told to do, 3 to 6 months, we partner up, get you $100,000 a month, minimum. Then we build it up and away. Think about 1,000 to 75,000 of reference money. What I want you to think about is borrow money is not taxable. We take the borrow money, we buy the lifetime income. Lifetime income to me, lifetime income should always be real estate or franchise. That's what it should be, always. So if we do this, we become the bank. That's the goal. So like I had you draw earlier today, 3 divisions of you, all right, never bringing the pain home, corporation or family, we protect it all, just like the banks and grocery stores do. We have the ability to play the game to win. But again, this is where I've set up a system and God gave me rules and tools a long time ago. You can stop bringing the pain home. You can be a certified CFO, and then we can reprogram the way you think, do it my way for a while. We look behind that curtain every time because we're going to plan, we're going to win. So for me, it's very simple. I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So your goal is simple. Now, what I offered tonight is only good tonight. Okay, it's good tonight. If it's not done tonight, don't worry. You call the office tomorrow, 800-254-9506. Whatever they offer, that's what you get. Well, Ray said no. Ray said tonight, not tomorrow, not next week. If it's done tonight, you get to win those extra deals that I gave tonight, because our goal is to partner together and do something to make sure we work on the American dream. And that's the goal for all of us. Okay, and that's the ultimate goal, because I just want to use my references, my bank accounts, everything else we partner with, get you in the boot camp, and let's get to that 1,000 rules and tools. And let's do it my way for a while. I think my way works more than yours, but that's just my opinion. From there, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. We never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.